typecast? Because I don't think I've seen her in anything else since.
Well, I think we're live. Yes, excellent connection. Alright, welcome back everyone to Rising Sun Chapter 10. Last time there was a lot of talking, dialogue, and planning, so I don't think a recap's really all that pertinent, because, you know, it's mostly recounting convos and all that stuff, so we'll just jump into it. I'll say you're in the warp. Your journey's gone on for, I'd say, about a week now. You've got another week left. Are there things you want to do while in the journey?
I think we need to go and find all the glow-in-the-dark paint that we can, so we can prepare ourselves for our upcoming mission.
Interesting. Okay.
I think myself and Basto were busying ourselves, so a little bit of chemistry. Making sure we can make all the diseases we need.
Drugs.
I was gonna say you should probably finalize your disguises.
I am going to do so.
Ooh, good.
You probably have one coloration for our Space Marines in this one.
Let's see. Fuck.
Something
Can I go to Gage and have him get me a convincing rogue trader-esque outfit?
Yeah. I think he gave you a disguise kit earlier this season.
Yes, he did.
So what you
How
can
do you
do
use one?
is find a bitchin' trench coat and jazz it up with some emblems and such insignia.
Please.
And get yourself
wear
a
something
fake
underneath.
warrant of trade, if you like, or at least something that says you are related to someone with a warrant of trade.
Is someone good at forgery?
I think Gage might be. Let's have a look.
If someone's good in forgery, I would very much like it if you could forge me some rogue trader-esque proof.
I think forgery's a deceive skill, actually, weirdly.
Oh,
enough.
damn! You telling
It
me
is,
that
then.
you telling me that Johanna is good at forgery? She can't read. She can barely read.
I think there is also like a trade forger or something.
Forger.
Probably.
I'll just search for it on forgery kit. The perfect accessory for a disguise kit. It can help heretic get through the most oppressive of Imperial security checks, or be used to create, quote, newly found documents, discrediting their simpering saints. What? You can alter identity cards, create fake work orders, or even produce travel slates allowing transport across the Imperium on official business. That's perfect. Right, forgery kits.
Actually, I think I got a forgery kit at some point. I requested one from Gage a while ago. Let me check my equipment.
It's 1 kilogram and very rare. For some reason. I don't know how it's 1 kilogram though, that's a lot.
Presumably ink,
I mean, it's probably a box of stuff.
paper,
But, yeah.
quills, quill sharpening device.
Well, if I did have it, I didn't write it down, so I'm assuming that I don't. Have.
I mean, I seem to remember it, but it's probably safe to assume you don't. Let's get one from Gage then.
Okay. Well, I'm just
Gage
gonna
has
say
stolen yours.
I'm just gonna say he fucking has one because he's that kind of guy. Like, he can lend you one. So there you go. You have a
Thanks,
forgery.
Gage.
Yep.
Suspiciously warm.
So you all have a forgery kit and a disguise kit between you all. You're gonna jazz yourself up with a nice coat and some papers saying Rogue Trader Business and all that stuff.
Yes.
An ID. What about the rest of you? Because you're all wearing power armor or Terminator armor, which...
Yeah.
I have the illusion of normality
So
mutation.
you don't have to do anything, you're fine.
Yeah.
So-
Who is this suspiciously normal person on the bridge?
I'm just doing fine and dandy.
We can always use the Tech Marine adjacent, like, very basics hiding option if Ursula has to do any official business, although I don't imagine that's going to be too much of a problem.
Trying to think how you're going to play this off, because you probably couldn't wear the power-up armor. Well, maybe you could, but you'd have to cover it up somehow.
Well, if we're doing like sneaky ops rather than spec ops, I don't imagine power armor's gonna be too much of a concern. If it's like, oh hey, we're gonna go and take the whole retinue to go see the planetary governor and have Johanna go and be weird at him, then maybe having a bunch of impressive boys will help. Firstly, we're not gonna be doing combat, hopefully.
There is Admech power armor.
Yeah.
Which is dragon scale armor.
Dragon scale's ironically stronger than regular power armor. By a lot.
Okay, so we're gonna have to paint my armor so it looks like that.
Yes.
Yep. You could stylize it.
Dragon scale is incredibly varied anyway, so it's gonna be easy.
And I'd only just done that pink power armor artwork. Terrible.
We can just use a placeholder, you don't have to worry about.
Well, I'll say we should probably pick a unified power armor coloration.
Remember to make it look football related.
Oh yeah, because we're going in as a Blood Bowl team, aren't we?
Blood sports. Yes.
Right,
I don't really care. I don't really care if it's actually Blood Bowl or not. I'm just calling it blood sports.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're being a football team, then we each need to pick a number. I pick 69.
Okay. Let's see. Bill could probably get away with his power armor because I don't think it's overtly chaotic mostly. So
mine is lost mark imperial armor, so it's like the rogue trader.
Well, there you go. You just say armor. This is my bodyguard Chadis and his epic tier OG power armor.
And his antique power.
Yeah, his antique power.
From the dark age of technology.
Yes. So that's Bill sorted. Skog, you might need to jazz yourself up somehow. I'm not
Firstly,
sure.
I just take off the power armor and wear my not actually that much worse heavy carapace armor with the robes over the top, and just cosplay as not a heretic
like you did before. Yeah. So
yeah.
A loyalist.
I will use the disguise kit to disguise myself as a wrist up rogue trader daughter.
Awesome. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for I'll match my paint job to whichever paint job we're going to go for. I think we're probably going to go for something quite laid back, maybe like a black shield or some basic grey armor.
And I fucking couldn't find a single place where the skills mention forgeries.
I swore it was it might have been in one of the older editions. It might have been part of the
theoretically, it probably makes sense to be deceived with intelligence.
Yes, yeah, that's what I think too. Right, Ziv. I think Ziv is here almost, so we can wait around for him to figure out what his disguise will be. I'm not sure he can wear Terminator armor for this. Oh no, we could pretend he's like the big star player. He's like the big Chad boy who runs in and smashes everyone. Yeah.
Ah, yes, the quarterback.
Has anyone on this planet even seen a Marine before? Because I think that.
And speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Hello, Mr. Plague Man.
No, Mr. Ziv. That'll fuck up the economy. Oh dear. Do we have no past audio for now? Oof. Well, past it, you're gonna pretend to be a football player. We've decided the chaddest of them all.
It made sense at the time.
Yep.
It makes sense all the time.
Okay, just so it's a more convincing lie check, we should probably be some kind of moth-related team name.
Moth-related?
Kenny.
Yeah. Well, we got Kenny as the team's mascot.
Oh yeah, we do. We have a moth. Yeah. You can flutter about.
I can make it even more on the nose. We can be the Warp Moths because we're a traveling Blood Bowl team, and we will get the. We can do as a way of like organizing it and sowing confusion at the same time. I've got my brain is working.
Now remember, we should call ourselves
the planetary governor to get all of his guys to organize them between themselves to make a Blood Bowl team. They can have their own little tournament, right? That they can organize to find who the best players are. And while they're doing that, we can go and kill everybody.
I mean, you can kill the.
Oh, dude. We're introducing fantasy football to the nobles at that point. Like, it'll be a massacre. They'll be so tied up doing this bullshit and fighting with each other, they won't know what's what.
We don't even need to attack them at that point. We just get them addicted to football.
Introduce them to the concept of Buhurt.
They start. They over time just slowly devolve until the point where the fans are just orcs.
Sure.
Okay, figured it out. We were going through our disguises. Since we're doing the whole rogue trader accompanied by a football team thing to bring to the planet, you are the star player of the team. That's what your armor. So you get to keep your Terminator armor and just say it's part of your armor that you wear on the pitch.
The Monarch.
Fair enough.
The Monarch, yes.
Or Atlas, whichever you prefer.
I guess he's the quarterback.
Yeah.
Sure,
Which is hilarious
whatever
because
you
Terminator
feel.
armor's not good for running.
Who's gonna get in your way?
I mean,
Oh yeah. As soon as you get the ball, like no one's gonna fuck with you. It's like...
See
if
where
we're
I'm
running-
someone terminates armor. You know we had to tackle them. They've got more strength than a fucking sentinel. Like you're essentially tipping over everything up to and including light armored vehicle.
I'm picturing it now. He throws the ball, and it lands there, and like one of his players catches it. He just starts walking forward slowly to the end zone, and then someone just passes off to him, and he just keeps walking at the same pace he did
Apparently,
before.
this is someone's interpretation of a rogue trader.
Oh my god. Okay.
Disgusting.
I mean, that's not
It
far off
wasn't
being
rich,
Slaneshi, honestly.
And here is some official art of a rogue trader.
Yeah. Yeah. It fits pretty
What?
well, yeah.
Happened to her right leg?
I have no idea.
Also,
No.
is she holding a laser cane? 'Cause
She
that's
has a
kinda-
That
laser
appears to be a rapier
yeah.
with an inbuilt digital laser.
Yep.
That's so edgy and sci-fi. I like that. I
There
like
is
laser
so
rapier.
much going on there. I'm still trying to work out what all the details are.
That's Rogue Traders for
And
you.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
her right leg is just like from an ent.
Well, it's like
that had, I
hiding in
think,
a
the
robe, I
fashion
think.
for
is
mushrooms
what-
or lace.
Also, peep the fucking like 12-inch like suicide heels.
Oh god, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got hooves. She doesn't have toes.
Maybe she's just a demon.
That's
Her
overextended. even
ankles
for
are gonna
hooves.
fucking break. Jesus. Unless they're
Like,
just
they are
side-
literally like the heels are so tall they are above and forward of the feet.
I think
Here's
she must
another-
have
and here's
cyber
another-
feet at that point, like for fuck's
And
sake.
here's
If
another
not,
one.
she'll have them soon.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Well, that's that's not the
The
road
Star
trader itself. That's
yeah.
Arc Militant.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's not the
I think
enforcer.
So that's
Well,
like the R they
so
use for the warrior class in the book, basically.
Heavy armor,
Ah.
dumb hack.
So, Stu, I found it.
Oh.
It would be trade copyist or techist. I mean,
Use is for forgery?
I mean,
it's
if it's digital
from the
forgery.
Dark Heresy 1 Inquisitor's Handbook on the forgery kit.
It's
Yeah,
trade
there it is.
copy.
At that point, that's not even forgery. That is just literally just that's just protocol check and everything.
trade or
checks out.
tech use. That's. I mean, either way, you all have trade tech. Most of you have tech use, so yes, it's fine.
So that's why people bother having an administratum in their parties.
Having an administratum member in your party when you're actually dealing with the bureaucracy is just cheating. It's legitimately like
I do
having-
love
Yes.
how that
I
is a
mean-
skill in Dark Heresy. It was like you're really good at writing shit down.
It
Just guess
is
what? You
kind-
then spend like 3 talents and you're completely equipped to do damage because you just spec into flamethrowers.
It is pretty much like going to the DMV with a friend who works in the DMV.
That, and that combined with hacking, is lethal. Like, oh, any person in a hive city, Mr. Nobleman, I'm gonna unperson you. I'm gonna just ruin your social credit score.
You know that ID you use for everything?
Trying to
Yeah, I turned it off.
Hey, your ID? Mine now.
Yeah, that's why you don't
Mr.
piss off
Inquisitor, we have papers here for the exterminators. I hate my hat. Fuck that guy's house.
Okay, I think all our disguises are sorted now. How about anything else you want to do in downtime stuff before you arrive? Or planning?
Johanna wants to, I don't know if Ron is a bit, but it should be said that Johanna will spend the entirety of this week breaking in on new recruits.
Okay. I'm not going to
That
ask what
sounds
that
so
involves, because it sounds wrong, but yeah.
It's just a bit of training.
I'm going to be
Alright.
practicing with the
Sure.
pariahs and going for a stroll with them, like past the cornate areas,
Nice. To keep
kind
them-
of ensure that the borders are nice and uncorrupted.
You
we're training like it's papers, please.
You use psychic blanks as border control, I like that.
Yeah.
You're just gonna make them police officers for getting rid of bullshit chaos
Yes.
things, yeah.
We got the pariahs playing papers, please. We got the psychers all playing, or whatever the shadier games from Steam are, and we have cooking with Ziv.
Yeah. I reckon Civ's probably gonna tend to like Kenny's Garden, and I guess just initiate people in the belief of Kenny.
Nice.
We need to make a batch plague.
Yeah, fair. Actually, yes, we do.
Need to make another play game. You're playing play games, there you go.
Jesse,
We are
Cook,
playing
cook.
plaguing. So, do we use this strain of the disease, or do we make another?
we're looking for maximized transmissibility with a late bloom effect. So what I would suggest is probably something along the lines of maybe Noble's Breath or Festering Shroud, ideally. Festering Shroud would be the quickest.
Could we like mutate it to maybe have some more boils?
Late stage balls, I'd say. You don't want it right up front. People get really antsy about it.
True, that makes it.
You want it to have a nice build up to the disease, you know? Just like a cough and a sneeze at the start, the next thing you know, you're melting.
Ah, very good.
I reckon, as a basis, we should use good old fashioned Festering Shroud.
You want something
Well-
to reach Iceland.
It
Yeah,
can't knock the classics.
So what's that one that makes Asian people just fall down suddenly?
Oh no. Oh dear.
Might experience anything stronger than beer.
Love that. Alright. So I think that's covered, Skog. You're just doing your usual thing, so
Yeah, I'll be doing the usual until the plan is relevant.
yep. Okie doke. Well, I'll say time skips forward a little bit. Oh shit. No. What's happening?
Oh dear.
It was just a personal roll to see how well Johanna does in breaking in her new followers.
Okay.
Apparently, it goes very badly.
Well, culture shock and all that, you know. they're
Well,
not-
they are cornates. It'll take a while.
Yeah. Han, you should make a command check to see how your training of the border patrol goes.
Oh, hell yeah. Vortac.
Yep.
You see, sometimes when they just won't let it go and they keep pushing it, you have to give them a little smack.
Amazing. They are very
There you go.
enthused by your
Nice.
lessons.
Perfect instruction.
Are you going to give them any gear or equipment? Because at the minute they just kind of have their robes on, that's it.
Ooh, good question. Can I go to Gage to see if he has any, like, shock moles?
Shock
We
mold.
immediately recruit them to be the police of Vice and Fetch.
Yes!
There are plenty of shock moles aboard the ship. You can get them
Hell
some
yeah.
craft and ship ones, yep.
Yeah, I get them shields and shock moles.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright. Any firearms?
Good question. So you want something that is preferably doesn't cause damage inside.
Just shot cannons then?
Naval shot cannons.
They might struggle with them as they are heavy weapons, technically, so...
Nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned combat shotgun.
Yeah, just a regular shotgun.
Yeah, just give them shot.
We could rebore some bolter tubes and get some Vox Legis out of it.
Yeah.
I'm
Some big-ass shotguns.
Right, interesting.
We got those Gauss flares we had, like... That'll give them something to think about.
Honestly, yeah.
Actually.
Sends a message. Also, they would be familiar with it as well.
Do we want to risk losing any particularly exciting equipment, though?
Well, here's the thing: if you put them in the right box, it just looks like a graviton gun
Yeah.
or grav gun.
I think the
But,
answer to that, personally, is: are you using any of the interesting equipment we have?
So are we going to start
Intermittently.
selling them to people willy-nilly, making other people know we have necro
If anything, the pariahs would know how to use them. And I feel like even to coordinate someone getting atomized, sends a message.
And the Slashies won't like it because it's basically painless. You just dust on the spot. And there's absolutely no... I'd use it for on-board shit. When it comes to going off, we might not want to take them with us. And that was asked. Well, let's just ask them what they want.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I did mishear who you were lending them to. I was gonna be like, I thought you meant like the cornate cultists.
Oh no, absolutely not. That would be
Hell no!
That would be very bad for our health.
I am having to deal with work stuff in the background, so if you hear WhatsApp notifications in the stream later,
I'd say if the coordinates the boiler cannons they have is bad enough.
Alright. Yeah, you can ask the pariahs. They seem cool with carrying some Necron weapons. Some little Gauss weapons.
You know, I want you to think of this place as your home. I want you to feel comfortable, you know. Use your own weapons.
Okay. Yeah, they seem somewhat on board with it. They're still a little bit settling in, kind of, because they've... Put it this way, they've never interacted with humans other than themselves.
I see.
So there is this weird kind of super cultural shock. Don't understand social cues that well.
Don't worry, who's their competition? The Cornates.
Yeah.
I'll just inform them that they that it's very important to distinguish the Cornates from the rest of the crew, as they are very much more aggressive and disagreeable.
They are...
New rule: if I'm gonna be on board this dump, then I am gonna require people to color code themselves by faction.
I would also very strongly recommend you tell the pariahs to stay away from the Slashies, not because the Slashi would be angry with them, but because Slashis are the type of people where some of them would seek them out for how much they creep them out.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them would want to be into that shit.
Some of them would be like, holy shit, these people give me a massive headache. That's cool.
Yeah.
Spongy will want burnout, just going, oh, thank goodness, I'm quiet.
So, for the Cornates, we of course have the Colosseum.
Yep.
I like the idea that for the Slaneshis we have the sensory deprivation tank. For when they get uppity.
I like to think that the
No, don't put me in the quiet chamber.
it's just a big tempered glass jar with a sound button.
I don't want to go in the quiet box.
I'm going in the quiet jar. Shut up.
For the nerd lights, we have the med bay.
So,
The car wash.
They just when you're a car wash at the end, they've got a can full of Flintstones chewable gummies and they pelt you with it.
They know it as the searing rain.
It's
The
just a
rest of the
nice-
crew know it as the shower.
It's just a nice sterile room with a pool and bath and
God.
soap and bleach everywhere, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
Reminds
you-
me. That reminds me of the
sterile.
Great Clean One, the
Yeah,
most
the great-
cursed looking Nurgle theme. You just
Forgot about the Great Clean One.
You're forced to take a shower and then afterwards be completely sterilized from top to bottom.
fucking
I want to see you as if getting a shower, he leaves it and he looks completely normal.
Fucking Johanna gets fed up one day and just clean one upon you.
Like
not
Ziv
again!
doesn't even have a ball sack for a chin. It's just like one big like afro beard that's gotten so matted that it's one solid chunk, and it looks like skin.
I think that's worse.
Have you got something against the Rastafarian?
well,
No, just a beard so nasty it's become skin.
I mean, it wasn't the dirtiest man in the world who lived a pretty long time.
Yeah, you see the wash and he died 2 weeks later.
right.
His body literally couldn't handle it anymore.
Alternatively, it could be something just died on his face and he never cleaned it up.
So the blanks do take on your lessons quite well, as they're intelligent and like learning things. So, all is good.
Let's throw them books.
They have no social skills, they're police officers!
yes.
You look like you were bullied in school, welcome to the force!
Hello, would you like to beat up people who do crime?
It's just a police force with all like the social skills of like the Venture Brothers.
You know, that'd be terrifying if, like, you were just there in downtown LA and a cop car rolls up and there's 4 officers inside and they're all just psychic blanks that just creep you the fuck out as they approach you.
I know the exact mental image. Just like you're walking down LA, you look to the side into a cop car, and it's just like 4 identical bald faces.
Yes.
Just following you.
It's a sequel to Barbie. All the Kens become police officers in LA. It's like, well, what do we have here?
Yeah, they're like mega efficient as well and creepy.
They all go around, stand outside Uri Geller's house to give him migraines.
Well,
Hello, please don't resist.
You just get fucking one day arrested by a battalion of fucking creepypastas.
hello.
Sir, please step out of the vehicle. No, I'm not fucking stepping out for you, motherfuckers!
That motherfucker isn't real.
Yes!
Alright.
Man, it's amazing how often. It's amazing how often in 40k you can point at someone and legitimately go, that motherfucker isn't real.
Thank you for that ritualist. That's amazing.
Quiet.
That is grand.
Like as an Necron, go hello, friend.
I like the shank stick just in case. No. It's cutting off fingers. No.
Don't you get up anyway with me?
Okie doke. You eventually arrive in system Paros ahead of the fleet, as planned. The captain informs you, like, oh Shaz, we've, arrived and all that stuff, and I will take you to the map so you can see what's going on. Hey. So there is a star fort, which may complicate things, it may not. You'll just have to consider, I guess. Where the fuck is your ship? Because there is a token for it. Void ships. There we go.
Notice the chat was like, "Hey, do you want to moderate user Ritualist 89 for bad language?" No, no, I don't.
Why?
I'm afraid he's allowed.
Oh.
He is legalized.
Fucking pariahs is white noise. Oh, by the way, Richlist, in case you missed it, the pariahs are actually like humans in this case. They're unconverted. The Necrons have basically artificially created, so have fun with that.
The Necrons kidnapped people and they either were blank or made them blank, but haven't made them into metal yet.
Mhm.
They have the power to make things into metal. Wasn't that Lost?
It depends which version of the canon you're thinking about. If it's the good one, no, they've been doing this for a while and they're getting better at it. If it's the new one, I don't know anymore. They just stopped existing.
Yeah, I mean, this thing I'm doing with them is kind of something I've made up, but your mileage may vary, so... Right, you arrive in system. There is a star fort in orbit. There's a small fleet of defense ships, a little light cruiser and a couple of escorts. There's a bunch of merchant vessels coming to and fro. Not many, just a scattering of a few. How do you want to proceed? Do you want to just roll up slowly on them and send out hails and all that stuff?
Yeah, that seems like a sensible option.
Yeah.
Let's not engage in space warfare above the planet we're trying to, sneak onto.
Let alone
Especially
against the
when-
fortress.
Especially when we're going undercover.
Don't worry about the spiky shit on our ship. It's just, for aesthetics.
Travel
it's
through the warp pod, it stops us getting passengers.
It's part of the promo, you see. Just like the voice.
I was gonna say, what does your transponder register your ship as being called?
I'd imagine it's the name of the ship, which is, I believe, the Red Sun.
Are you just gonna keep the name the Red Sun?
I don't see why not.
Let's go with something truly imperial and call it the Golden Sun.
I like that.
Nah, I feel like we're not a big enough ship to have that name.
Call it the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome.
Nice.
That works, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
here's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with something that they will never argue about, because no one will be able to agree on how it's spelled. The USS Ticonderoga.
Ticonderoga.
Oh man.
Don't worry about it, it's a Star Trek reference. Alternately, Thunderchild. Alternately, the USS Essex.
That's
Nice.
Or how about we name it after a powerboat I saw today down the bridge? It wasn't us.
The rusty crab.
Bro. I'll go with
Oh.
Thunderdome for now.
I like the Thunderdome.
Yeah, it's
I'll say
solid.
Dillard says, yeah, Thunderdome will work. Cause you get a voice hailing you on the Vox and says, "Ship Thunderdome, please identify your nature of business on Paros."
I guess
You
this
have
is where
sites to show you.
I guess this is where Johanna steps in.
Yeah, you can have
Hit 'em
someone
out,
else
Captain.
try and do it, but yeah, if you want to.
Sure. Johanna will come up. Will come up and say,
Greetings, inferiors.
Greetings to you. Who am I speaking to?
A rogue trader of Varys.
Oh, a rogue trader, you say? We are truly honored to have such an esteemed guest.
I'm sure you are. Now please, let us get through the tiresome proceedings so that I can come to your planet. We have such sights to show you.
Of course, ma'am, of course. Will your ship be docking at the orbital facilities or on site on the planet?
"I look to do it."
Orbital. I don't think we could take off again.
It would be, yeah, there would be difficulties piloting it onto the surface, but it could be done.
No, I think we could get it onto the surface quite easily, Stu.
Yeah,
Getting it
yeah,
off the surface.
yeah,
again,
no,
I
the
think.
the fuel costs of getting it off is tricky. Yeah, definitely.
Anyone can land once, as they say.
How sus does our ship look from the outside?
It's not too bad because they do seem to recognize it as an Imperial ship, but it does have a bit of wear and tear on it. The Paint job's a
Alright.
little bit strange.
Don't worry, as a rogue trader, I will just say that it's hereditary.
Yeah, you could probably get away with that cover story with a lot saying, "Oh, we've been out in a long time, out in the voids doing shit." So,
But yeah, Johanna will confirm will confirm after Deloitte confirms to her order.
okay, yep. Yep, no problem. Take this docking bay, blah blah blah. Gives you the docking bay and says, "Have a lovely day on Paris, ma'am. You know, the Emperor protects." All that shit. And they give
Same
you...
Like that.
They tell you that, you know, customs can meet you at this coordinates or whatever when you make your way down. You might... Dillard will suggest that while you're docked in the, the facility, you might want to restrict any crew from the station itself trying to come aboard your ship. Make up some bullshit, like you have weird diseases on board or something, maybe.
Yep.
But even then, be careful what you say, because they might go, diseases, eh? What's going on with that?
We've got like a radiation leak from some of the cargo.
That's probably a bit better, yeah.
Something that isn't gonna come back to us when we inevitably do virus the shit out of this place.
That or just some fungus.
Yeah, you could make up something, I'm sure, so...
We're going through a rigorous decontamination.
Yeah, we're fumigating the shit.
We've just come out of the warp, and we want to make sure.
Yes, we're just very thorough, you see.
That's actually a pretty good cover story, I like that, yeah. Just basically, you didn't eat into their paranoia itself, yeah. Like, we want you to be safe, guys.
Yes.
Remember,
Alright.
this is for your own good.
It's
So,
just to be certain.
My question just becomes to whether or not someone comes to meet us when we dock.
There's some, like, basic officials at the station that you can talk to, but they basically say that the main customs is actually down on the planet to, if you want more information or to go through a check and all that stuff. So. But they said you can either take your own shuttle or they have little buses that will take you down there. Space buses.
I really want to try the bus just to see if we can all fit in one of them.
I mean, let's really live that fucking Blood Bowl football team feel. Let's get a bus.
Johanna will go.
Oh, great. Yes, I would love to try out one of your commoner vessels.
Okay.
Very good, ma'am. We'll get one for you shortly. I'm gonna...
Johanna tapping into that prior noble lifestyle.
Yes.
All aboard the battle bus.
I tried typing bus into the web search on Roll20, and it doesn't really come up with a bus, which is weird. Let's see. We don't need a token, you just arrive there. Alright. Are you all ready to go down to the planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all freshly painted and looking good.
Let me...
I'd imagine we brought alternative
Some fresh clothes.
disguise gear with us for purposes of administration.
Where we drop it.
Right.
Well, who are we going to go talk to? We probably want to try and go and bother, like, the governor's secretary or something.
Yeah. We're gonna have to, well, who do we need to talk to?
Well,
Actually.
what I'm going to say is Han has his special ability, Insurrection.
Yes. Insurrectionist, which I will invoke.
So, once you
Because
get
I just so happen to know
through
a guy.
customs, you can find a guy to talk to who will take you to the Sublime, which is probably what will happen. So, let me just get more sound effects that'll work. Dome City Center, that'll do. Right, plonk yourselves down around here.
Very well.
And we'll
Yes,
see if you
sir.
can get past the queues. You probably can easily, so...
I don't have a new image, but so this will be it.
It's cool, yeah. I just assume you're all in your disguise. Okay.
It's like playing. It's like we're playing Payday.
It kind of is, yeah, we wear masks on and stuff.
All the guys in heavy armor sat by the bus, waiting. Right, it's gone tits up. Here we go.
Yeah, actually, it's the fucking stillness beforehand.
Remember, no towel.
Yeah.
Alright. There is a pretty varied bunch of people arriving here on Paris on various business. Some here for tourism, some here for business. You know, there's soldiers, nobles, officials. It's a nice mixed bunch. There's a few merchants here and there and stuff. And they're all getting past the military. Do any of you want to do any perceptions or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to look at their security measures.
Well,
So we realized we rocked up like Brighton security, or like Blackpool's, like the border there. It's like we turned up to something completely benign, kitted out.
Johanna wants to look for the hidden signs of like the sky's chaos worshippers and so on.
interesting.
Behind
Okay.
the secret knock.
Yes. That would be 8 degrees of success.
Okay. I'll go through this in order. Han, you
Yes.
notice that, actually I think both you and Bill were kind of looking at the same stuff, mainly. You both notice that the soldiers seem pretty well armed and hold themselves in decent, like, bearing for the most part. They seem kind of, you know, fairly sharp, fairly well trained. A couple of them just seem really bored, though, so it's definitely a mixed bag of professionalism. Like, some of them take it seriously, some of them are just like Lamau, it's another 8 hours of doing fuck all here in the sun kind of thing. You notice that that is some kind of multi-barreled either autocannon or multi-laser, you're not too sure which. So that could do some damage to you if it was, you know, turned around. So that's something to watch out for. You also notice in the far distance a few chimeras like trundling around, so they have some armored fighting vehicles as well, the Paris Defense Force.
Is this some kind of a scanner they've got?
It seems to be some scanner, yes, indeed.
Oh, right. I left my daemon weapon back at the ship.
We've got Mechanicus boys on the top left.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Indeed, Bill, you notice that there is a very small little building with some Mechanicum boys hanging out there. It seems to be mostly just like a kind of office or workshop for some admech guys to do maintenance and work on the vehicles and so forth. So,
Well,
they seem pretty well armed as well, the few soldiers that are there, so...
I suppose our best bet is just telling them that we are, the rogue traders and that we are armed to the teeth. At least 50% of that is true.
I thought we were going to play sports. Is the best approach really to threaten them?
I believe we are.
No,
playing
it's just to
correct.
inform them that we are armed because there's a scanner there. So surely they would be looking for weapons of sorts.
Ah, fair point.
Just give them a friendly heads up.
Right.
It's not like we would be permitted to hand over Imperial equipment to civilians anyway.
I forgot. I should have picked up a fucking. Johanna should have picked up a sword or something. Or a shock maul.
You don't need a weapon. That's what we're for.
I know. But most rogue traders wouldn't be seen dead without a weapon at their side.
I know
Oh,
it's
well.
way scary if you don't care.
That's true.
No.
That's true. And Johanna is
Attitude
not a
of
person.
Lamau, try it.
Also, you look like you've got like two to three probably like 3/4 of a Black Watch, like Xenon Exterminator Force with you. So,
Yes.
Alright, well, that Johanna was just fearlessly going to move up and going to make the very conscious choice of pushing the peasants out of the way.
Oh god, yeah, no, they all back off like, whoa, 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 and then they see how large your fucking bodyguards are, and they kind of all run off like, whoa, whoa, because they don't want to get run over by Ziv and the other guys with power armor.
Johanna confidently struts up to customs and goes,
Hello, peasants. I would like to get through.
Oh, of course, ma'am. The rogue trader, I understand. Please, follow through. Go through.
Johanna will go through, wearing absolutely no weapons whatsoever.
Yep, it doesn't beep. You just kind of go through, and they're like, oh, cool, cool.
And then Johanna will say that,
My retinue behind me is rather armed. Please ignore that.
I understand, ma'am, of course. Please, go through. Enjoy your stay on Paros.
Oh, we certainly will.
It beeps loudly when Ziv goes past.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Ziv like bring one smoke grenade.
You notice
I
if
think-
the soldiers, some of them kind of furrow their brows a bit as they eye you. One looks almost like he's pissed himself. And the others are just kind of a bit twitchy and on edge, like, who is this guy, ex-military?
Thank you, gents. Thank you for your hospitality.
Is this guy current military?
When Han passes through, the beeper doesn't go, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
It's just like, huh.
It's
the illusion in her
mutation
belt.
makes it so you.
It's
can't
only
retreat.
detectable by psychic powers.
Yep. Bastard.
Jane goes through and it beeps. Skull goes through and it beeps, and Gozer goes through and it beeps.
I mean,
fairly
That's like-
loudly.
What a metal arm!
Usually it's green. Everyone else goes through. It's red. I go through because of my background radiation. It just reads as purple.
Yeah.
As I walk through, I just turn to one of the guards. I just turn to him and say, "Who needs weapons with friends like these?"
Oh, absolutely, sir. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, you all just walk through, and you seem safe and sound in the city. Actually, Han,
Yes.
you activated your insurrection ability, didn't you?
Yep.
you know a guy.
Okay. As you walk past, some fella taps you on the shoulder, just some unassuming man, and says, "Oh, excuse me there, sir.
Yes.
Are you Alfarius?"
The one and only.
"Oh, pleasure to meet you, brother. Please, let's go have a sit in this cafe here. You and your friends are welcome, of course."
Gladly.
Okay. And I'll
Yes,
take you to
let's.
the.
I
Sorry,
might
my
have
lady.
some coffee.
Oh,
I'll take you to the
Common
shitty
coffee?
map I drew a while ago.
Oh shit.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
It's very
Pretty
blue.
cool.
I love it.
I am entranced.
It's got that new grounds strategy game vibe.
I'll just put your rocks there as the. It's one of those shitty JRPGs you make an RPG maker.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
Okay. Remember, you have to visit each location every day to make sure that the love meter with each of your waifus is high.
I was thinking more you need to fucking fetch a crystal ball from everything, but fair enough.
I don't think we're making it onto the creepypasta of YouTubers. But you never know.
Alright. You're here and you meet the man and sit at a nice cafe. Imagine like a place that gives you Turkish coffee and all that good shit.
Oh shit.
Nice.
And this man
hell
pays for it all because he's such a good guy.
Johanna
I'm gonna-
Johanna will sneakily dip meth into her coffee.
Awesome, yeah. You get a nice buzz from the meth. And the chap says, "Oh, so Alfarius, what can I do for you? I heard you were arriving here."
Oh yes. I believe we were
Sorry.
looking for a certain fellow, rather sublime chap.
Ah, yes, the Sublime. Well, that's one of his nicknames. His real name is, let me find it here, and he just pulls out a small, like, notepad that has a bunch of bullshit on it. Oh, don't worry, Alfarius, I can burn this rather easily. There's a button that does it, in fact.
Excellent.
No need for information going in the wrong hands.
Like the idea that there's just a lighter, like, duct tape to a notepad or something. Find a security measures.
Not just a lighter, there's a little bit of thermite here as well. Anyhow. Right. Mr. Morello. He owns a club not far from here. Well, more of a lounge, really, but some people call it a club. Names change across different planets. Let's see, what else do we know about him? He owns lots of such establishments throughout the main capital, Tel Aviv. I believe he's involved in politics of some kind. Ah, yes. He is the leader of the... Where is it? I'm actually trying to find my notes here, IRL, so this is very appropriate.
Yeah.
Where was the handout? Ah, there it is. He is the leader of the Conservatives of Paros, the COP part. COP. They are a political party, rather conservative. They appeal to the traditional and more rural base of the planet.
Oh.
Yeah, they are in opposition to the current elected party, which is the Liberal Party of Paros, the LPP, led by President Walker. I hope this information helps you. Is there anything else you need, Alfarius?
Well, I was just curious, where one could find the planetary, astropath.
The
Perhaps.
astropaths? I think there's a few scattered around Tel Aviv, but the most important one appears to be... the most of them seem to be centralized around the main defense center. So, if you were looking to, say, take some out of commission, I'm not presuming your plans, and I don't want to know, of course, but yeah, that would be the best place if you were to find them, so to speak.
Might that also be where the marvelous void shield generators of the planet are?
Indeed, sir. That is where most of their defenses are centralized, and the computers and power generation and all that good stuff is centralized there too. So it's all eggs in one basket situation. Rather convenient, actually.
Marvelous.
Are you Alfarius?
I like how angry this guy comes across in the photo.
Are you Alfarius?
You there, pal?
Goes, he's just quietly seething because he got sick of this joke in like the year 33,000, and he's been grating his nerves ever since.
So, on a very unrelated note, I've been listening to an audiobook of one of the Alpha Legion, and like at some point there is a meeting of like various, like all of the different warbands of the Alpha Legion together, and then one of the guys rocks up, stands up during the meeting and goes, "I am Alfarius," and everyone just cringes collectively. And there's just like this cacophony of just mockery.
Yeah, like why would you say that at a meeting of
Yeah.
us? Like,
Fucking goodbye.
I do have one question. Do you have any party flyers?
party flyers, sir? Well,
Yes, of the COP and the LPP.
funny enough that you mention that. I have a few spare here. Yeah. And he hands you one for each party. So that might give you some limited information, I guess. But...
Excellent. So who are you voting for, fellas?
I always vote third party myself. And it cuts back to Gozu during the heresy. Everyone's like, okay, we're going with horse, we're going with horse. Okay, we're going with the Emperor, okay, Emperor. And it's just Gozu in the corner, going for that other God Emperor, the one in like the periphery somewhere.
Vote John Grammaticus.
Vote for the Cabal, oh god,
Yeah.
that's a horrible vote.
Who
I
did
guess you could vote
who
for
did you
Eldrad,
vote
I guess,
for?
in the Heresy, because they were kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, oh god, I voted for the Cabal, and it cuts back to Gozu, he's still cringing horribly.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining either Alfarius or Megon, if they are separate people in canon.
They're probably a
Or-
separate party in the Heresy as well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, or each running as Vermin Supreme. Pretty much.
One's Lord Buckethead, one's Vermin Supreme.
Yes, there we go.
And it's Gozu in the crowd looking confused because he was told this.
I
Are
like
these
the
the same
idea.
people?
I love the
Who's
idea
our
that
candidate?
Alfarius is
The
Lord
weird one.
Buckethead.
Which one?
Alright. But yeah, he tells you that you can find Mr. Morello at a establishment of his called Sugar Rush. Let me just put it on the map. Sugar Rush. And also, sir, there is a lovely hotel up north near the beachfront. You should probably head there. I myself have a small room there if you need to reach me out.
Oh,
It's
excellent.
convenient. I have a couple of friends there as well, so
Good.
a safe place for your operations.
Sleep over.
Oh, I was wondering, because I heard that there was a bit of a divide between the countryside and the city folk. Is this particularly, well, how best to put it?
Exploitable?
Do
I
they have
suppose.
weaponized tractors?
Well, I would say that there is certainly a bit of a tribalism and political divide going on in Paros right now between, the more rural and urban demographics, certainly. Rurals tend to vote more for the conservative element, the liberals tend to vote more for... the urban types tend to vote more for the Liberal Party. The Liberals are also, interestingly, a lot more imperial aligned, whereas the rural traditional types are a bit more Paros for Paros, if you catch my drift.
Indeed.
Something to think about, at least.
Hmm.
I have a feeling Mr. Morello himself knows a lot of this as well, so he can probably fill you in on some information that I don't have, so...
Oh, gladly.
Would you say they're separatists?
I wouldn't
I'm not
say
a-
they're
I'm not a
outright
fan.
separatists at the moment. There hasn't really been any extreme violence. There's some gangs of crime here and there. Never insurrections or rebels. Most people are quite happy with the democratic process on this world, it seems. But it could be
Really?
exploited, definitely. Yeah.
There's no, like, protests or anything.
I feel
Not
like you have
particularly. There's the odd few for some policies that don't go over well, but people here aren't too unhappy, I would say.
I feel like I asked before, but what's democracy?
I think it's where you decide things by having, like, those lists of people who want this one thing versus the opposite. Like signature campaigns.
So what? Normal people get to choose?
They get
Yes,
to
but-
choose who chooses for them.
I think it's so that you like write your name up on a signature list, and then you choose a champion, and they fight you to death, and that's how it works.
Ah, corny stuff. Okay.
Well, only if you combine it with bureaucracy. At that point, I don't know which chaos thing it is.
The fellow smiles a bit and just kind of goes, "It is a rather rare form of government within the Imperium of Man, but it crops up from time to time."
Oh, one thing I was wondering is, seeing as this fine city is on near what I believe to be an ocean, would that be correct?
Yes, sir. Tel Aviv's built next to the coast, indeed.
Is that what that big, like, pool of water is?
I was gonna say, some of you might not even have seen water in large quantities.
Is that? I thought.
Yes.
Wait, does someone own that?
I think it belongs to the army. Usually it's.
Regardless,
I mean the PDF.
does that mean that the majority of the water supply is comes from the ocean?
Some of it is desalinated ocean water. Others flow in from this river here, and he kind of brings out the Google Maps and shows you the river
I
flow
see.
from the mountains. So.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
You wouldn't happen to know where any of those desalination facilities might be?
Oh, there's a few here at the mouth end of the river, I think.
What about water purification? For the fresh water, that is.
Water purification's a bit further upstream. It's not too far from the government plaza, actually. So.
Oh, good to know.
Oh god.
I've got one more question. Your hive's really small.
Hmm?
Your hive is really small.
Yes. Paros is a bit of an unusual world. It doesn't have a lot of large population centers. Tel Aviv is the largest center, and then the rest are either small town settlements,
Wait.
resource extraction, things like that.
There's more than one city?
There's moles?
Moles?
Didn't you say mole cities?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what you speak of, sir. My apologies.
I believe you misheard him, Chief.
Oh, fair enough.
There's more than one city here?
There's a few smaller towns and settlements. Something that could be called a small city, I think, but mostly it's all just centered around the capital, for the most part, at least the population centers.
Hey, that other planet we went to, was there more than one city there too?
I'm still interested in that mole city.
He's getting more and more concerned at the weird questions of these people, because this guy's an Alpha Legion op guy. He expects everyone to be somewhat educated. but he's like, what the fuck are these guys on about?
He just, like, whispers at him, you don't always get to choose your company.
Oh, of course, sir, understandable.
Yes, and choose some moles.
Johanna is completely fucking clueless. She grew up on a hive world.
Regardless, I reckon we should meet up with this fellow, this sublime fellow.
Yes, absolutely. You might, not for me to tell you what to do, but probably get yourselves booked inside hotel first and then set out and find him. So that way you can choose your apparel for anything you wish to do while there. So.
Are they good drinks?
Yeah,
Are
the
there
drinks
actually moles in
are
this place?
pleasant enough at the hotel. Nothing too exotic, though.
Just to clarify, there
Tourist
are
trap.
moles on this planet. They just don't have cities, right?
There are what in this planet?
Are there moles on this planet? And
Moles?
I understand it correctly that they don't have cities, but there are moles here, right?
I can't say I've ever seen a mole here, sir, I'm afraid. There might be some near the more temperate areas of the planet, though. It's mostly arid desert, so...
I heard legends about the moles. I just want to see one up close.
I see, of course. Well, any
John
other
just rubs the
questions? I should
fridges
probably
and-
get going back to my business. So.
Yes.
I heard they dig holes. Big holes.
By the way, Hunt, for purposes of this little shindig, you'd have been told that we got the batches of diseases ready. If you want
Excellent.
to give it to him to distribute them.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fair.
So, in that case, John would probably inform Ziv and Gozu to focus on the purification plants.
Okay, yeah, we can sort that out. Do you want to give this guy some doses as well to spread around? Or just stick to the...
Probably not, because we'll meet more people at the hotel.
True.
Yeah.
This guy's just an informant.
He also doesn't seem like he wants to be directly involved in your plans. He's willing to give you a kind of off-map support style thing, but he's not.
Yeah.
He prefers the whole, South Legion. They like being decentralized a bit more, so it kind of
Makes sense.
it makes sense because if he gets captured, he doesn't want to say anything about your plans and stuff. So
Yeah.
compartmentalization, I guess, is the word I'm looking for.
Yep.
But he's willing to like give you intel, weapons, or gear that he finds, and all that good shit. So. But yeah, he finishes his coffee and is like, right, I should be get going, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to meet you all. You can find me at the hotel should you need me again. I should see you.
Uchick.
Joanna
you can-
breathes out and prepares to use her guise of nobility again.
I've just realized, Han, that guy
Yeah.
recognized you somehow, even with the illusion of normality.
Oh shit.
Is that the power of the Alpha Legion? Just, no.
No, he just saw someone who was so normal he was forgettable and just immediately assumed
Yeah.
Alparius.
You probably would have been informed that there's going to be some sort of a party of people at a certain place at a certain time. Look for the person who stands out the least.
Mm-hmm. Slow news, just the chameleon, yeah. That actually fits, I like that. Are you all going to the Le Hotel California, as the song
Yes.
goes? Alright.
You bet.
Okay, you're at the hotel. I don't have much of a map. I do have this pretty image, which works. There you go. It's the hotel.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you can plonk yourselves down here for your stuff.
I'm already hearing the city music from that one city that's too rich.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're having a party across the street.
Out of curiosity, Stu, is this like a proper hive city or just a very large city?
It's not really a proper vertical hive like you see in traditional 40k stuff. It's mainly more like an imperial city with like... Again, imagine a 21st century city on Earth,
Right.
but like with a bit of sci-fi riz in there and also
Yeah.
some gothic bullshit scattered about. You know,
Gotcha.
40k aesthetics and pasted over
Yeah.
a bit. It's not a hive, it's just a flat city with loads of buildings and stuff.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I've always
the,
thought they should do more cities like that in 40k, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
more
they tend to
this.
make it a bit too homogenous.
Well, let's be real here. The only time you'd really visit those kind of cities in most 40k products is when they've already been ruined by invasion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fair point. They're a bit too idyllic
Like-
for you
Like
to...
exploring these kinds of cities is only for lore nerds and not for the bang bang shooty kapow.
Yeah, people who play the
Crowd.
game, yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
The fights are like surface level usually.
The staff dote over you when they find out you're a rogue trader, Gren, and give you the best room, the best food, everything you ask for. Just like proper respect, ability, and all that. There's a lovely swimming pool if you so desire as well. Though
Beautiful.
I have a feeling none of you probably want to go there. Just
For the love of the Emperor, Ziv, do not dive in the pool.
Understandable.
Also-
Iona can swim just fine. She only has sexual disease.
I mean, as long as you can cover up any obvious mutations, you should be fine. Which is probably Gren's the only one that could get away with being in the pool,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm,
Oh,
I'm
Han
just gonna...
technically could because he has the illusion.
Illusion of normalcy!
With the degree of diseases that Johanna's towing around, any pool she took a dip in would be the consistency of like Foster's Super Brew within a week.
Yeah, it's gonna look like it's filled with like chlamydia sea monkeys.
I'll have you know she only has 2 STDs.
Goddamn.
Yeah, but one of them's orcs.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off to the gardens, wherever that is.
Yeah, there's a
I'll walk as long
lovely,
as-
there's a lovely, beautiful gardens of that you can potter about in.
Oh, fun. Kenna would love this.
There's some people relaxing, sipping wine, being a bit drunk and silly and all that. There's some chavs talking about the football match and all that stuff. So
Pretty cool.
it's just what you'd expect.
Yeah, let's just drink it in. Wander about. Probably pluck a few flowers. Oh no, they're wilting. Oh well.
Is there a,
Oh, no.
is there a balk? Is this like an interior atrium garden, or is this like an external one?
There is an external one, and there is a very small little atrium as well.
Which one's the most densely populated, would you say?
Are you guys gonna spread plagues in your own hotel? Probably.
No, I'm towing my options for after the exfil.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Not a shit where you eat.
I'm just saying, if we were in a siege situation, we needed to spread a bunch of diseases real fast. It's good to know where, just to know, just in case.
Oh shit! Fucking moles.
Yes. My fucking mole on me.
Moles.
Oh, I know art for the moles, by the way. Go on Fallout 76 and find the mole miners. That's your mole army. They actually fit 40k's aesthetic really well, those guys, the mole miners. Because they're just a bunch of creepy, like, guys in, like, trench coats and gas masks with shotguns and stuff, so. They were, like, pre-war miners that have been fucked by radiation and stuff.
Nice.
Uh,
So that's what a mole really is.
Okay. How long do you guys want to stay in the hotel for the night and then get up in the morning and do some shiz, or?
Yeah. Johanna is going to enjoy her first day by eating fine food, drinking fine wine, and taking a swim.
Sounds really nice, actually. Like, unironically. So.
And then she'll see if the place has a spa, and simply demand that she gets to use all of it for an evening.
Yes, they do indeed have a spa, like, and you can do all that.
Very well, it's mine now.
You can slowly, like, charm all the staff as well as you move around.
So yeah, the rate at which we could just absorb this place into our zone of influence would be staggeringly fast.
Like, if you spend a few days here, you could probably fucking, like, just open carry guns around the hotel room and no one would care. But just put
Johanna probably will throw around rogue trader weight, both to be an asshole and to have fun.
Yep, that's good. What are the rest of you up to? You're all just kind of chilling in the room watching TV, thinking about what you're gonna do, sort of thing.
I'll probably get in contact with some of your Alpha Legion personnel.
You run into, like, 2 people in the hotel who are posing as a couple, and they are indeed Alfarius adjacent people.
Excellent.
And they have a lovely conversation with you over in the restaurant about stuff, so. And they give you more intel on the planet, just like miscellaneous intel and all that.
Nice.
And they give you directions to the Sugar Rush for when you want to go there, so. They suggest that you get a vehicle of some kind, either bringing one from your ship or renting a vehicle.
I like the idea of renting one so that we could like hide more like viral traps in the seats so that when we hand them back, even if we do have to leave, it'll just be a ticking time bomb until someone tries to fuck on the back seat and releases super Ebola.
You doomed us all.
We should try and take taxis everywhere, just make sure it spreads faster.
As funny as it would be to use the mass troop transport, I don't think it would be very conspicuous. We should probably get a rental.
Indeed. quite a sturdy rental, I think. I'll cross my legs and the room shakes.
Skog, are you there? Okie doke.
I shall be right back, lads. I'll be like 10 minutes.
No.
He may have. He may have hit the deck.
Yes. That's all good. Right. Xavier's sitting in the garden. I'm not sure what Ben's doing. Bill's doing, so.
Yeah, he's probably gonna try to mix himself a drink too. And apparently it was successful. Whether that is good or bad, that is the real question.
Alright. Shall I take you to the morning now, or did there something else you want to do in the hotel?
Maybe should be fine to skip to the morning.
Sure.
Yep.
Let's do it.
It is now morning, and the crow cuckoos and all that shit. When your alarm goes off.
Oh shit, I sat watching nature documentaries again.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say half of you probably just fell asleep on the couches and stuff watching TV.
Johanna definitely fell asleep in her room after the spa day.
Yes. Right. You wake up, you get some well, you can either go down to the restaurant and eat food. This is a logistical issue with your disguises. Like, you probably actually just have breakfast in your room, fuck it, because...
Yeah.
Yeah, call room service.
Just get some room service.
Yeah, because you guys do not want to be, like, taking helmets off and eating food when you're, like, trying to not be Chaos Boys.
I simply state to the staff,
Eating with the commoners is quaint, but not for me.
Yes. You and your bodyguards will eat a nice meal upstairs, you know.
obviously, none of them question that at all.
No. Alright, yeah.
See, just see, it works. Just be a dick.
Yeah. We all
It
make
works
some
wonders.
bacon, yeah. They give you, like, a car of shit, and you can just basically
Nice.
spoon out and help yourself. They even do the Home Alone thing and give you a dessert car for breakfast, so.
Very nice.
Nice.
Like croissants and all that shit.
So,
Croissant.
a art thought to be lost to the ancient Frankian civilization.
Oh, wait.
Of terror.
Han, you can have a sausage roll for breakfast.
Oh shit. I think I will just stick to bacon and eggs as I'm on a diet.
You're on that power gamer diet.
I'm on keto, you see. It's an ancient Terran diet. It's from the dark age of technology.
Lots of recaf, amasec in your recaf, all the good shit.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
I'll. No, I will not. I will not refrain. Johanna will follow that up with saying,
I'm on a protein high diet as well.
I'm gonna have beans and waffles.
No wonder you're a champion of the competition.
Oh, I like how Rachel said pool's closed and then spread things. Oh man. Alright, you've had your breakfast. Do you want to go out and rent a vehicle or walk to the place?
how warm is this planet?
It's like Greece or the Middle East, or like the Holy Land, one of those two places.
I rent a vehicle.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
With AC in it.
For the sake of convenience, it might be good to have two vehicles, one for the people who are a bit more inclined to being weighty, and the other one being primarily for you, Johanna.
I agree.
I believe my recent physiological changes have permitted me to still sit in a normal vehicle.
Well, you and
May I?
Gren can go in the normal, like, car, the nice luxurious one, the sedan or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, and then the rest of you can get in, like, a nice, those big trucks they have, those big SUV things they have in America, and you guys can all just sit
Yeah.
there.
That'll, like, they can just get a U-Haul truck.
Yeah.
I simply go to the garage and say I commandeer the fanciest and most expensive vehicle you have.
Yes, you can do that, and the nearby garage, yep, they'll agree to give you these vehicles. In fact, because you're a rogue trader and bringing them such rep and use to your business, you may keep the vehicle for as long as you need it without any, significant money. It's all good.
Thank you.
Pretty cool.
Get 2 vehicles. I'll take you to La Map.
I'm so fucking. It's so fucking funny to me that absolutely no one has asked. So what actually are you doing on planet, Mr. Rogue Trader?
I mean, it's your business if you want to tell people
It
what
is
you're
my
doing.
business. Yeah.
Yes.
We're looking for moles.
I think
I
a lot of people
suppose-
in the Imperium have been trained instinctually to not question things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But this
Much,
is
much like in the Soviet Union.
I mean, this is the democracy.
Yeah, actually.
True.
Yeah.
They probably have just a smidgen more doubt in their system than the average Imperialite, which doesn't say a lot, but it says something.
There probably are people that question what you're doing here, but they're too scared or don't have enough clout to really try and push the issue. Let's say.
They realize that while their democracy is nice and all on their planet, it doesn't mean shit outside their planet's fucking atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they see, like, Shaquille O'Neal clad in full plate, and they think maybe it's best if I don't ask.
Yeah. Because you do
You know,
have quite...
occasionally a singular authority is based.
Like, well, that's the thing, like, you showed up with, like, 4, technically 5 people, just all huge, decked out in armor and weapons. It's like, yeah, you're...
Showed up with supreme confidence, speaking fluent High Gothic,
Yeah.
and followed by a retinue of power armor-wearing psychos.
Yes, it's like not many people would mess with that, really.
No.
Maybe an inquisitor or a governor might have a few words. That would be it, I can imagine.
Well, we haven't really caused problems yet, so you know.
No.
True.
That's
Just
the point.
milling around on the virtual worlds.
Do you want to, like, mess around in town for a bit, or go to the lounge later on in the evening, or how do you want to go there straight now?
I mean, Johanna's absolutely not opposed to just messing around in town for a while, but that she will leave up to everyone else.
Well, I wouldn't mind. We can take in some of the sights and the smells, and
Yeah, you
get
could
to
do
know-
a bit of recon actually and go around the desalination plants and water purification things.
Yeah.
If you want to be really ballsy, you could drive up to the defense center and see what's going on there.
We can drive by it.
Yep.
Fair point.
The defense
Not
center.
necessarily driving into it, but just,
Yeah, you drive past
looking at the
it.
perimeter.
We could do a meet and greet.
Meet and greet the voters.
By the way, I didn't declare it earlier when we were preparing our disguises. Can I assume a forgery was made of, like, official papers?
Yes.
Alright.
Whoever is good at doing like administratum stuff can cook up something for you, just in case you need to prove you are who you say you are.
Probably won't hold up to truly thorough inspection, but I looked the part. Should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you take a drive through the city, going past the government plaza and the defense area. The defense area is quite well fortified, Han. It has some bunkers and decent walls ringed around it, like made out of concrete. There's a lot of emplaced guns and some vehicles. You see vehicles coming in and out of it. There's probably some kind of internal motor pool, you would surmise.
Yeah.
So...
Do I see, like, the entrances and exits and stuff?
The entrance is kind of like like the base seems to be partly underground, partly on the surface, you know, to be safe from bombardments and stuff, so there seems to be a lot of traffic moving inside a big, like, blast door, and then beyond that it's hard to see anything else, so.
Right.
So.
I take it has its own, like, power generator or supply.
It appears that way, yes, that there's most of their power is internal, so. And even then, there's probably backup generators too, so.
I should perhaps contact some of my good friends to see what the underground mapping looks like.
Yeah, you could look into that later.
Actually, I have a fancy Auspex that reaches out up to 1 kilometer. I can look at the underground.
Yeah, you can Auspex check.
You can scan the tunnels. Alright.
See how this goes. Ooh, okay.
Oh, pretty good.
You map it out, and it seems pretty labyrinthine, and there doesn't appear to be any extra entrances other than the various blast doors that lead into
I
the
would
complex.
like to try and spot an obvious weakness as we pass by. So,
could I roll Tactica Imperialis for this? That can help out.
Bro.
I will try again.
Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, all your fate points are back now. Yep. Bro.
Again? I rolled 1 less!
It happened again.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Ziv. Ziv, you think the place is very poorly defended. Big-brained knowledge.
This place is cringe.
This place is pretty cringe. I don't see why it's such a big hassle.
This bunker is stupid.
I mean, what if we just, like, dropped something big and heavy on it?
Well,
That's a good spot.
well, that is not a bad idea. I believe the void shield generators create some complications, which is actually why we are here.
Right. Smart.
Yes.
Han, you managed to deduce with your knowledge very briefly that you reckon one of the main motor pool entrances seems to be probably the weakest areas. There's only like 1 or 2 in-place guns there, and a lot of the space around it is just taken up by vehicles and machinery and cargo, so there's a good bit of cover there, and it's not as quite as fortified, it seems, as the rest of it, because they need the space for moving things around.
Well, I suppose, if need be, we can always just find some, we can always find an unattentive patrol and commandeer one of their vehicles and just drive it into the motor pool.
Could I roll a Forbidden Lore Mutants to see if I spot any, like, mutant or abhuman members of, like, the soldiery?
Yes, you may try.
Yes, sir.
The people on this world seem not particularly mutated at all for the most part, at least from what you've seen in the cities. And the soldiery seem pretty healthy and mostly just baseline humanity, so no mutations that you can
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting. They're all normies, oh my god.
They're very, very utterly normal.
They're very poor.
What? Not even like a tentacle or two?
It's not even that. They're not even abhuman. They're just human.
They're only human after all.
Oh, fucking boring.
Yes.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. I can get through this. Alright, that song is such a meme, by the way.
I still love that this campaign is still mostly like fairly normal people, and then Civ and Johanna as the 2 extremists. who, despite being ideologically opposed, technically are very good friends.
Yeah.
That still is funny to me.
I agree with that. I like the dynamic. I love that fucking dynamic. And I find it so utterly funny. We're sitting here making jabs at people just being normal.
You fucking normies.
Fucking.
Oh,
Fucking
I do have it
normies.
written down on my sheet. The forgery kit.
Nice.
Stu, I have a very cheeky idea.
Oh yeah.
Could I use, like, as we're sort of traveling? Although I'll probably leave it for when I'm back at the hotel.
Yeah.
But I want to use the forgery kit to try and make a rosette.
Oh no. Inquisitorial Rosette.
Oh dear.
Fuck's sake.
Nice.
Alright, yeah, we could get that when you get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
So it's like late afternoon, getting into early evening. You drive around a little bit more and look at the water purification plants in the afternoon. They seem relatively unguarded. There's just like payday level guards there, like, you know, guys with batons and pistols and flashlights. It's like,
Nice.
you could probably easily send some armed boys to take over these places if needed. So they look pretty weak strategically. So. All right. I guess I'll drive you up to the Sugar Rush, and then we will, when a few more people get back, we will carry on. So,
Since some people have to still reconvene, I suggest we drive by the hotel quickly, and I will meet up with the people from the Alpha Legion.
Yep.
And I shall hand them some of the friends on, and basically just ask them if they can distribute it to any sort of other operatives to use with either needle weaponry or to spread throughout the air.
okay.
Like in ventilation shafts in certain areas.
Yeah, the couple who are the operatives posing as a couple, they question if you want this deployed at a particular date or just as a sort of backup device for their own use. Like,
I will give you the signal when to deploy it.
okay, yeah, you can arrange a signal and their cell can deploy it if needed. So
I don't intend to use it soon, but in the near future. Perhaps.
yeah, they agree
Right.
to do this. Yeah.
Could we? So we could we determine which building the shield generator is actually in while we're mulling about the city?
Let's have a look. You could try and ask someone, or maybe see if Morello could maybe tell you. It'd be kind of difficult to conclude that just by driving around. Like, you'd have to get out and maybe speak to some people, but Morello might be able to tell you, so.
Well, then we save that for when we visit his bar.
Yep. I think we can go there now if most of you are back. I think Bill and Skog are still AFK,
Yeah.
but...
Oh yeah, since I'm at the
I'm
hotel,
here.
I'll just quickly try to create the forgery rosette.
Sure.
Bill is here.
I'm gonna say it's a -30 test to make an Inquisitorial Rosette bootleg one.
Alright. It's a good thing I have that forgery kit, because that makes it just barely neutral.
Yep.
I think tech use, right?
Yes. Or the trade
Alright.
copyist, yeah. Bro,
Oh
you
shit!
managed to make a bootleg Inquisitorial Rosette.
I suppose it wouldn't be too useful under extended scrutiny, but then again, they rarely are.
Okay, I think we can go to the bar now and we'll do a little bit of that. I'll just get some...
I didn't know you were an Inquisitor.
I am many things, young Ziff.
Holy shit.
You see it from the couch. Explains a lot.
Ah!
What's an Inquisitor again?
Well,
Something that happens to other people.
I heard they inspect people.
Oh,
Like check it for, think, like,
oh, busy
I don't know.
bodies. Okay.
Yes. The worst kind, I might add.
I think they check if you glow in the dark.
Yes.
I don't.
Now, I don't either. But apparently that's a very common thing, so they check you.
Guilty as charged, I suppose.
See if
That there really felt like one of the three people are gay. Well, I'm not gay. I'm not either. That turned three.
Inquisitorial agents, they glow in the dark. Yeah, the Torox.
Alright, let me just get this ready. It's really weird that you just can't put a URL in for the spot.
Just put on the club music from Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah, that honestly would be perfect.
Actually, yeah.
I'll see if I could find that next time. Alright. I'll take you there. How are we doing on time, by the way? Because I know it's a little bit late, so we might do a little bit of this and then close up for this week. We'll see.
Lithium bloodlines owes to the asylum.
I'm Gucci.
Alright. Here you go. You, parked yourselves here. And you may, plunk yourselves down and figure out if you want to get into the front door or not.
Jesus Christ, 15 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, actually, let's put in the Vampire the Masquerade one.
That was classic. At least we're going the asylum, not the other ones. I'm just hoping we don't get the Asshole soundtrack.
Oh god.
That is legitimately clubbing that game.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Are you all plonked down? I think I'll put Skog down. Hold on. There we go. And then let's get the music bot back. Perfect. Alright. Yep, you're in the front of the club.
Dark, futuristic club music.
Yes.
Indeed.
Alright. That's perfect, actually.
Yana will strut in.
Yep. You all walk in like Giga Chads into the club.
Gonna follow behind like
It's
those
so fancy.
bodyguards in the hallways.
There's an entrance before you get into the club proper.
Good.
Oh.
Yana takes off her shoes and throws them to the side.
Alright, as you do.
You brought shoes?
I always wear shoes.
I don't. Oh, now I am.
You wear boots, silly.
Yeah, now I'm wearing boots.
Yeah, Yana would just walk in. She doesn't care,
Yeah.
care about the reception.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, it's not really reception, it's more just like sitting room if you wanna... It's kinda like when you're in a bar and like, you wanna sit down and put your coat somewhere or whatever, you go in that stupid room, the entrance bit.
You don't need coats if you got power armor, eh?
Alright.
Not exactly party attire.
Yeah, it's a mixture of like sleazy club vibe, but also classy drinks and stuff. It's kind of a blend of classy and not so classy. There's a mix of different people in here. There's a lot of like nobility and like high and mighty people. But there's also just like soldiers and navy personnel hanging out and just having drinks and a laugh, so it's a very... It doesn't bar people based on stature, which is cool, so... It's like anyone can come here and party is the vibe you get.
By the way, by the way, clever of you to make the Slaaneshi's the conservative party.
Mm-hmm.
Johanna's gonna stress straight up to the bar and go and say,
Hey, I'm looking for a stiff drink in the owner.
I can get you the drink, madam. The owner, however, well, I'll speak to my manager and see if she can arrange that for you, of course.
For this one, Johanna will draw upon her 80 infamy and say to the person behind the bar that
Well, if you go tell him, then tell him that Johanna's looking for a sublime experience.
He kind of, his eyes do twitch a little bit when you mention that, and says, "Just a moment, mademoiselle, I will have a word." This guy kind of goes over here and speaks to this lady who's kind of standing off to the side looking at a datapad. And she kind of looks over at you guys and nods to him, and he goes back to serving drinks. And then she wanders over to the bar and says, "Hello there, miss. I understand you were looking for the owner, as I've been told."
Well, I assume he's the owner. That's what I've been told.
I
don't know what I've been told.
May I ask who you are, mademoiselle?
Of course. I'm rogue trader Everis.
Make a... go on, sorry.
But you can call me Johanna.
Make a deceive check with +10.
Mm-hmm. She's also trying to get a little bit of that hidden meanings in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I threw the +10.
Holy shit.
Nice.
She kind of just looks at you for a minute, and is like, I see, an honor to have a rogue trader grace our establishment. You may have any drinks you want. I shall go speak to the owner and see if he can get some time for you. Excuse me just a moment. Oh god, I pulled the fruit. No!
She grabs the fruit. She grabs the fruit
You
and
have a
spills it on the ground.
fruit. Okay, that actually looks better. There we go. Fucking roll 20 layers.
She spilled the fucking fruit, boy.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And she wonders.
Look at all those citruses on the floor.
Actually,
Crying shame.
could you make me an awareness check? Any of you, I guess, as she walks away.
Sure.
I'm too focused on the citrus.
I will keep that failure.
Okay.
Likewise. I'm very focused on the citrus.
Han, you notice with your practiced and perceptive military gaze, as this goes through, that she walks almost perfectly out of the room. Like, every motion is measured and fluid. It's almost astonishing how well, like, she fucking can walk. Like, almost supernaturally so.
That was one issue for you.
Yeah. Curious.
Like,
So curious,
some
she would
military
manage to smell
people
the
walk
citrus.
like that, but she makes a mockery of some of those military people you've seen kind of move. Alright, let me put the music on again.
I guess you have to repeat it. Maybe there's a 30-minute one.
Quite an elegant place, I'm not sure.
Yep.
Yeah, but not a lot of respect for the Citrus.
Okay. You wait about 10 minutes or so, sipping your drinks. And eventually, she walks back into the room. And comes up to you and says, "Lady and gentlemen, the owner, Mr. Morello, is unfortunately attending a rather busy phone call and business arrangement, but he would like to grace you with the invitation to the VIP lounge. Very few of our guests can go in there, so I hope you will enjoy it. And my staff will grace you with anything you need while you wait, as our sincere apologies."
Marvelous.
I'd be that gracious. Please provide all of my fellows, all of my retinue here with a stiff drink of their choice and some snacks to feed, to savor us.
Of course. Follow me when you're ready.
Well, not gonna have that citrus, that's for certain.
Just ask for one.
Yep. Yeah, you can
Not
ask
me.
for drinks and take them with you, it's all good.
I'm not Brit.
I turn to Gozu and I say, in times like these, I wish I could get drunk.
When life gives you lemons,
I
you
looked at it's like I hold up a handle of something that appears to be like 96 by volume. The advantage of us old guard, we have a few little one-ups on you boys.
Stop drinking triple petrol.
unfortunate.
There you go.
It's a handle of something that is literally 96% ethanol, but he's got like a wedge of lime in the top of it.
Okay.
Can't believe you're drinking that citrus after we hit the floor like that.
Could you all
No,
make a
worse.
perception check as you walk into this hallway?
Certainly.
Or awareness, I should say, sorry, because there is technically a difference, but, you know.
Lamar,
Oh my god!
I think that failure as well.
You do have fate
100.
points. If you care.
Oh,
I'll reroll it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to save my 5 infamy points a little bit.
Fair enough. Well, Ziv and Johanna, you walk through and, let me just see. You don't notice anything particularly out of the ordinary other than the atmosphere seems a bit more kind of... a bit more secretive and kind of odd. Ziv and Gozu and Alfarius here, though, you notice that the atmosphere becomes a lot more kind of heady and smoggy, like narcotics might be at play here, and other degeneracy. In fact, Gozu, you hear what may have been a rather, how do I phrase this? Degeneracy going on in one of these rooms. Put it that way.
I believe the term is salacious.
Yes, there you go, that's a better word.
Areas
Salacious
of high
activity.
homosexual intent.
Yes. So you are definitely entering more Slaneshi territory as you get in here. So.
Suits me just fine. I don't take penalties from drugs.
And there is a nice disco floor if you want to let
Oh
loose.
hell yeah!
Oh dear. You're
Are
gonna
there
dance.
people dancing?
Yeah, they're jiving
know,
just
for-
like
you-
in Vampire the Masquerade.
You know for sure Johanna's going up in that jive.
Yep. The staff also look a bit more... how do I put it?
Eccentric.
Yes, yes. This is definitely more of a party atmosphere than a classy lounge atmosphere, so...
Yep.
So yeah, you can sit yourselves down on the sofa. That's mostly seems to be the free one. So the crowd immediately warm to you, Johanna, and gracefully, let you onto the dance floor. Everyone is just like drawn to you like moths to a flame and all that. So I like how Phil found the gift from Masquerade.
Yep.
You know it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's like one of all of these like 1-to-1 copies from that one like cybergoth dance.
Yes. I love it. It's fucking wacky how they made it so that it's just out of sync enough that it doesn't all look repetitive.
Yeah, because they gave them all different animation loops at different times and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you just lounging there, Han? Like just?
Yeah, I'm just sitting on the couch, just watching this unfold, observing.
Bro,
sipping from my Coke from a straw.
No, right? A Coca-Cola.
Yes.
I walk over and I just pour some of the handle into the glass for him. Puff.
Thank you.
Alright, you two chill on the couch. Johanna's dancing. Ziv, are you doing anything specific?
He's gonna sit down with this gentleman.
Okay.
Taking up 90% of the couch in the process.
Okay.
This
Ziv,
man is a couch.
you sit down next to a very large-looking, bulky man with just, like, rippling, like, almost steroid-esque muscles. Just lounging there, like, with a big grin on his face, smoking a big cigar and having a whiskey. And he just turns to you and is like, "Hey there, man, how's it going?" With a big, like, deep kind of voice.
And Sim's just gonna grunt. Like he basically can't speak. Like somebody cut out his tongue or something.
Nah, enjoying the party, huh, man? I know. It's all good. Can you tell me what brings you here?
Okay, fuck it. I guess he'll actually. Fuck it. he was trying as hard as he could not to say anything.
You must choose. Are you a jovial fellow or will you commit to the bit?
Yeah, that's the fucking thing.
Alright.
Well, I'm a football player, you see.
Oh, really, man? Nice to meet you. And he just kind of grasps your gauntleted hand with his fist. And he gives it a little squeeze. Obviously, you don't really feel it through the armor, but he has a pretty strong grip, you'd reckon. So.
Brush his arm.
Yeah. He's so strong, he rips the Terminator gauntlet.
Fucking, you know, this is a fucking Soneshi place. If you ripped his arm off, he might be so blitzed that he just goes, "Oh,
damn, son." And he's just like, "I got you anything, man? Drugs, drink, anything else you want."
What you got?
I got all sorts here, man. And he just opens up a suitcase and there's just loads of colored vials of very potent chemicals. You got blue fire, you got warp dust, anything you can think of. I got it.
then I get addicted."
Anything take your fancy? No rush, man. It's all good.
I'm gonna have to consider a bit. Rack my mind a bit for I have something particular in mind, because I want this to be a very memorable night. It's like my big night before the game.
I got you, man. I feel you.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me know when you need something. He just kind of closes the case up. It's like, but hey, here's to your game, pal. And he just kind of lifts up his glass and takes a big sip.
Sim's gonna lift his own whiskey glass in response.
Yep. Anyhow, I'm Mr. Razor. Nice to meet you.
Name's Civ. Yes.
Ziv. I like it. Simple.
Yes, it's easy on the tongue.
Alright. Hold on a sec, man. He just kind of gets up and sort of refills his drinks and ashtrays and stuff, so... what else are you guys doing? Are you just enjoying the party, like, you're in, just dancing?
Johanna is going to be dancing away among the crowd. Though I'm gonna do an awareness check test for her to see whether or not she notices this guy.
Yeah, just plus 10 awareness, yeah.
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's... Wait, just for fun, that's 16 degrees of 6.
You catch this guy's gaze, and you know that he is down bad with the Dark Prince. You're with your people in this place.
Yeah, she's gonna rock up to him, as one does on the dance floor,
Yes.
and go,
Hey, we're handsome.
Hey there yourself, pretty.
Tell me, you wouldn't happen to be some kind of sublime experience, would you?
He kind of chuckles a little bit and says, I am not the sublime one, but I'm pretty good myself.
Why don't you show me?
and
Okay.
and Johanna will dance with him.
Alright, yeah, you two can dance some more. Gozu and fucking Han. What are you two doing during all this?
The entirety of the time that conversation was happening, and I was just having to hear it because of my high-end like senses, I was just pouring like pure ethanol down my neck.
I need to get Blitz drunk to get through Slanesh, though.
I would like to have a refill. I've been listening. I can hear it as well.
With the second handle I pilfered, I'm like free pouring to him as well.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, as you do this, attendants just kind of know when you're about to need a refill, and they just top up your glass without you even asking.
Excellent work, boys. Keep up the
Yeah,
good work.
they just kind of
Take me over here, then.
I got a question. There's one thing Johanna definitely wants from this place.
Yeah.
Do they have Final Kiss?
Final kiss.
It's all right. So this is the description, right? Extremely rare drug, distilled from the last gasps of chaste imperial servants as they are slowly suffocated. Final Kiss is an exquisite bouquet of despair and desperation. Final Kiss counts as good craftsmanship alcohol that never causes drunkenness. It allows the heretic to reroll all failed toughness tests for a number of hours equal to his toughness.
That's funny.
If you can grab me a dose for a rainy day, that would be greatly appreciated.
Final Kiss is not addictive.
Alright. You can go to Mr. Ramon. He may be able to get you some.
Oh yeah. When Johanna is done dancing, she will indeed sniff out the presence of drugs.
Alright. Yep. You go right here where you see Zib Chang with this big guy. He's like, hey there, honey. Are you in the market for something?
Yeah, I smell the good stuff on you. Show me what you have.
Alright. Then he just opens up the case and says, what are you looking for?
Do you want me to roll something to see if he has Final Kiss? Commerce?
Sure, yeah. See if you can spot it among the vials of various things.
Alright.
Commerce, plus 10.
Extremely rare. Oh, nice. That gives me another plus 10. Holy fuck.
Nice.
You see it, and it has this nice bright orange glow to it.
You have it?
Johanna's immediately gonna reach for it.
Yeah.
You're very fascinating.
He actually doesn't stop you, he just kind of is like, there you are, just enjoy.
and being the fucking hopeless addict that Johanna is, just gonna immediately pop the cork on it and down the whole bottle.
Oh,
He
dear.
nods approvingly and is like, "There's some of my best stuff there, Chica."
By the by.
No, I've only had it once before.
Well, you're certainly hungry for it. Or thirsty, I suppose.
That was the rumor.
Listen, you can say that because you haven't had it before.
I suppose. You know, there is something I was interested in, now that I think of it. Do you have any dust?
Of course, man. Here it is, Chico.
Nice.
And he pulls out a white vial with a bright fluorescent color.
Oh, nice. What do you want for it?
It's on the house, man. It seems like Mr. Morello's taken a shine to you fellas.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
Then Johanna's also gonna take like 3 doses of that shit.
No shit. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll pick up 3 doses.
Yep.
Some for the road,
You two
know.
blaze the fuck up.
I don't know if I should be blazing that on this planet as we're trying to be undercover, but that's gonna be blazed eventually.
Gozu and Han, this rather somewhat portly gentleman kind of drunkenly stumbles over to you two. He's like, "Excuse me, messieurs. Pardon me for presuming, but are you two businessmen, bodyguards, military, something like that?"
I will allow Alpharius to feel this one. I wouldn't want to
If he's there. Let's see. Alright, we'll come back to that. Okay, you two are still blazed on your drugs.
Let me just check what he does.
Oh, yeah, I think that was one, right?
Oh, Han's back, yes. Did you catch that, Han? This boy came over to you.
Oh, I did not.
Okay, he speaks like a French guy, and he's a little bit drunk and portly, and he asks you, "Excuse me, messieurs, are you like military, businessmen, something like that? Pardon me for presuming."
Oh, I'm I'm the ladies' seneschal, the rope trainer, that is.
Ah, of course, the mademoiselle. Pardon, I did not twig you as part of her straight away. Of course. Honor to meet you, monsieur. So,
Yes.
if you don't mind me asking, do you have business on the lovely Palos?
Could I make like some sort of an inquiry test or something to figure out if this is like the guy or if this is just random French guy?
Yeah. What would be a good test? I think there is inquiry. Yeah, just roll inquiry to see if you can kind of suss it out, guys. And plus 10.
Oh shit. Huh, I
D
don't have
best.
inquiry. Interesting. I get to invest in that.
Bruh. You don't know anything about this guy. He's so
could I
weird.
use scrutiny?
Okay, scrutiny, yeah, plus 10.
Alright.
You get the feeling that he's a business guy looking to see if there's some extra money to be made here. That's
I
the
see.
vibe you get. So you presume he's probably not the owner.
Yes, we are always in search of the trade of certain wares, of course.
Oh, I see. I see. Would you perhaps be in need of a high volume of Promethium or other rare fuels or minerals?
Well, I suppose rare minerals always come in handy.
Oh,
High-grade
excellent.
promethium as well.
Excellent. I can provide you and your mistress with a large supply of raw material, if you so require.
That sounds excellent, actually.
I run a corporation, you see, monsieur, that, and he gives you the name of the corp that he runs. It's just like...
Might I ask where you mainly operate your fine establishment?
Oh, monsieur, I have a small office, humble office here in the city, but my facilities are planet-wide.
Ah, I see.
I can give you a number here, and he just kind of gives you his personal phone number and says, just
Very good.
ring me if you need to make a deal afterwards. It's a party, and I don't want to discuss too much business here. I'm sure you understand. But
Oh, of course.
enjoy
You have
yourselves.
to enjoy the evening after all.
Oh, of course. Mr. Morello will be here soon, I think. He's a good friend of mine too, you see. So
Oh, excellent.
he's quite busy, unfortunately, but I'm sure he'll be here soon. He kind of drunkenly wanders away.
Goes there, I need a refill.
It's bad enough.
I pour it with all the expertise of a very high-end waiter.
And now French
Mainly because
people
I was
are
bumped, at one point I was actually like bumped down to like petty officer because like he kept used to pissing off Voltarian.
John is still using the straw to drink, despite it being like high-grade alcohol.
Could both of you make a toughness test?
Yes.
Is anything poison related? Because I'm completely new.
It's not so much poison, it's more just... There's so much heavy spirits you're ingesting now that it's even starting to affect Astarte's physiology.
Marvelous!
Bro,
I
you're
feel
actually
the
getting
buzz.
wasted.
Bro, you're dancing in circles. Holy shit.
Welcome to the welcome to the slushy atmosphere combined with triple petrol.
Gozu barely has a normal bloodstream anymore, so he's just like, what the fuck is all this shit?
The vodka is just to offset the enormous amount of radiation damage.
Yeah.
It's what's keeping me all together at this point.
Yeah, it's like
Organization.
you have too much rats.
Lie away.
Well, I'm glad that I'm not in league with the grandfather, because it means that I feel a buzz, finally.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, yes, it has. John will sort of leap up,
Oh,
being somewhat... having a bit less control over, like, the degree of restraint he exercises, and he essentially just sort of hops over the table.
oh,
Ah. Sort of straightens out his jacket. Alright.
Kind of give a nod to the businessmen as if to say, Australians when they get a couple of drinks in the night.
bro. Yeah, he kind of raises his glass.
I'll give place to the gentleman.
Give him a nod. And John is just gonna go over to the dance floor and
Oh,
start dancing. He's like,
Are we gonna see some Commander Shepard
Oh,
dancing
hell
for the
oh shit, yes.
Oh hell yeah! Johanna's immediately gonna forget about the details she picked up and go back to dance, which is she sees fucking Mr. Sarius dancing.
Alright. The dancers
Maybe I
go
need to
wild
stop
seeing this huge, like, Astartes-esque sized guy just fucking dancing around the floor. Even though he has the illusion of normality, they're just like, kind of like, whoa, this guy's cool. Like, even so. Like, they just feel the vibe.
I'm gonna roll agility to see how well I do at dancing.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah, you kind
It's a
of
bit,
do
bit
okay, but
stiff.
stumble a
Yeah.
bit occasionally.
yeah.
You do
I'm going
acrobatics
to
as well if you
roll-
want to do some fancy
I am
shit.
going to roll charm to make everyone cheer you on regardless.
I've got a video for this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they cheer him, they think he's the coolest dude that's ever duded in this place so far.
Yes. John is dancing.
Right.
He's dancing. He says that he will never die.
This party carries on for another 2 hours before you start to notice, it's been a while. Do you all want to carry on partying or do something else?
Well, Johanna does.
Okay.
That was
John will make a note of this.
I'm the designated driver, as I say, as I take a massive drag from my handle.
I'm just gonna sit and drink with the drunk.
Poor
drunk dealer.
Bill's character is like basically sober during this whole fucking thing.
The amount I would have to buy the Promethues of this guy and drink that to get drunk.
Bro,
Drink the petrol.
Actually, this is what Johanna will do. Johanna on the fucking dance floor will pour the fucking D dust on her arm and sniff it. Now we're gonna see if she becomes a demon.
Oh god. Okay.
That's why I'm in the sidelines, just in case.
Well, this
Right,
is
we're
why I'm
good.
saving it. I'm saving it.
This time. All right. Let's see here. Hard willpower test. Let's go. I will spend 1 point of infamy to add a +10 to that before I roll.
Alright.
All right. I will re-roll that with another infamy point.
Okay.
Oh, bruh.
Na, 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 na.
It's a 50% chance. Come on.
You'd say it out loud, didn't you?
What the fuck is happening?
All right, I gain a
Can't see
mutation.
the hands.
You gain a mutation.
All right, so if he fails, what is racked in terrible condition? He falls to the ground stunned for how many rounds?
I suppose that's supposed to be 3 turns?
Oh no, it's 2d5 rounds. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
John will quickly step in, try to catch Johanna as she falls, and just pretend as if everything is fine.
Right.
Waltz her over here. I'll shove some atropine in her heart.
Or we'll
that is-
deceive.
All right, so fucking Johanna has a fucking seizure.
Okay, yeah.
She's just dancing really well.
Oh, yeah. They're all like, yeah! Fucking party.
I gain 5 points of corruption
Oh,
and a
Jesus.
mutation.
Fun.
That was some strong shit. Yeah, you put in some epinephrine and she eventually calms a little bit.
I'll just quickly roll my mutation on my own.
Alright.
Let's see. Reward. Yeah, forgot.
This is where she rolls along with your torso is your head.
Oh god.
Her face just reappears, like her head just clips into her
I may
chest.
nerf it if something stupid
fine.
happens. Yeah.
That's fine. I can modify the result by 8. Any way I want.
Ooh,
79.
interesting.
Strange voice. Okay.
That one's kind of annoying from what I remember. Like,
I think it's just bad. Well, I can manipulate it up and down up to 8 points, so whatever.
yeah.
Let's see here. A fucking tail.
Oh god. Did become a
Strange
succubus.
lord.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Let's see. Slayer limb. No. Projectile.
That's not too bad, that one. That one's kind of funny. It's like you just spit cocaine at people, so oh no.
So pervasive miasma. What the fuck is that?
She's constantly surrounded by fart gas, essentially.
Oh no, not that one. Probably just fucking tail, honestly. But she already has one.
Your tail becomes
Double
more
tail.
corrupted, I guess. Yeah.
Or she gets 2.
Or you can have 2 if you want. Yeah.
Become Nekomata, I guess.
Yeah.
Additional limb would also be funny.
Yeah. That would be kind of amusing.
I'll check projectile attack real quick. If the character is gifted with the ability to summon forth a stream of unreal matter brewed from the raw stuff of chaos.
Ew.
Let's see, it is a... Oh, well, not that one. That was kind of boring.
Bro.
So you don't want grossly fat?
No.
No.
I'm kidding.
Gosh.
I'm pretty sure that gives you like 5
There's
wounds.
one there that's just Slayer Limb. Let me see that one. Did you get a crab claw?
It morphs one of your limbs into a weapon, yeah. Like,
There we go. Slayer Limb. Slanesh, the weapon gains the crippling 1d5 quality.
just
It's
kind
more
of...
for tail.
Yeah, dude, it's for your tail.
Oh. Let's see tail. She gets a prehensile tail that she can attack with.
Yeah. Your just tail becomes more potent. I like that as well, actually.
Sure. Yeah, alright, we get the tail mutation as Johanna's tail grows longer and more demonic.
Alright. The party
Alright.
goes on for another 4 hours until it's midnight.
Nice.
You're all kind of like feeling a bit squeezy and sick now of the constant alcohol, drugs, this music, and all the like degenerate atmosphere that you're feeling.
I think I have second-hand fucking mutation.
Eventually, Johanna, make me a perception check. Or awareness, whatever. Yep.
Oh, should be very fucking into this party by now.
Ooh.
Alright, so that's 14 degrees of success.
Even as you all drunk, even as you just feel the stupor and the high of the party in the night coursing through you, as the door swings open, your mind and eyes flash to what awaits you. A tall man in a immaculate suit walks through the door, gazes across the room, has a slight smile, and just calmly walks over to you guys on the floor.
You can do Shift Z to blow him up.
What was that?
Shift Z, C, whatever the,
Oh,
the 6 side.
yeah, do the thing. Yep. Alright. And you notice most of the people in the room just kind of gaze at him a little bit as he walks forward. And he just goes up to you. Oh, God. Up to you, Johanna. Says, thank you for waiting, mademoiselle. I've been waiting to meet you. It's a pleasure.
I'm
And he,
waiting to meet
takes
you.
your hand and gives you a gentlemanly kiss on the hand.
Johanna drunkenly tries to hold a noble position.
He's like, we have much to discuss with you and your associates. Please, follow me when you're ready.
You'd be more than happy to.
Mm-hmm. This guy is like the coolest guy you've ever seen in your life, basically, from your perspective.
Absolutely.
Like, this guy just oozes, like, charisma and masculine presence, essentially, is the vibe he has. Like,
hell yeah, he's a real red pill gamer.
yes.
Oh, he's a gamer.
He is the DSP of 40k.
DSP.
He's got that wrist for real.
Yes.
Thanks for the drugs, bro.
No worries, man. Have a good party. He kind of is falling a bit asleep at this point.
Johanna looks towards the drug dealer with a bloody nose, going,
Thanks for the dust.
No worries, son.
Johanna's totally taking more of that later.
Yep.
Well, I am too, but you didn't need to go all out today. There's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, the time and the place was the dance floor.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll follow him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the manager as well sort of locks in step behind him and goes ahead to like do the doors and stuff. And I think, because I'm fucking up everything now, there we go. We'll end it here for tonight since Skog's away, so that we can do all the serious planning and shit next session.
Yeah.
So
some of us get to do it while role playing being blazed over us.
Okie doke.
I'm going to be completely tickly with you. It's going to be fun.
Johanna's used to doing shit as she drunk. I don't know about the rest of the people though. That's probably good.
I'll give it my best go.
Bro. Alright. Any final thoughts before we leave for tonight?
I believe we can say that Jane got so fucking blazed on the atmosphere she fucking conked out.
Yeah.
That's also pretty fair.
And so when we get back, they will be very realistic for Skog, who won't know what the fuck is going on.
Thank you for the 420 mega.
Oh yeah. Alright. We will see you all again soon, folks. Have a lovely evening.
See you.